Morning all. Sorry it's been an age since my last game. I did get a paper game with Wisebar recently, which was lots of fun. So I have played a little, just not in a recordable fashion. So we'll open 441 in Austria as we have independent Reds, and hit yes to that, and say hello. So socialist governments is the fairly obvious headline here. It's between socialist governments and NASA. We don't have a 4-op card, so the coup on Italy is dicey. So NASA might be better as it blocks the Europe scoring route. But let's plug my hand into the tracker before I forget everything. Oh, are they opening? Yeah, nice. So that makes socialist governments simultaneously less and more attractive, of course. Although we could, no, actually it's better, isn't it? Because we can drop Italy to 1 and remove France. So let's do that. Socialist governments. We can finish with containment. We've got NASA for access to the Middle East at some point if they don't headline it. Formosa, independent Reds, NORAD, Romanian application. Ugh. Not the greatest. All our red cards are 1-ops, apart from our headline. But let's give SocGov a go. Defectors. Oh, Olympic Games. So they're struggling for headlines too. Italy to 1, France to 0. We'll take a big old coup there. But we'll participate here. The USA wins. And then we will use duck and cover to coup Italy. Oh, no, Doi. The dumbass. That's how long it is since I played the game. Wow. Right, please more than a 1. Yay! Oh, I rolled a die and it was a high number. So if they don't coup Iraq, we can have a crack at Iran as well before eventing NASA. Ooh, Asia's problematic, of course, now, but we'll hope to bink decal or D-style and deal with that. Right, they're unlikely to have Middle East scoring because they didn't headline it. So if they do a false coup on Iraq, we will put 1 in Afghanistan and 1 in South Korea. Put some pressure on Pakistan, etc. Ah, okay, so probably just going to fill France. Yeah, well, we've got Italy, and we don't have Truman, so we're not going to fight over this. So let's use independent Reds. Sow our wild oats in Asia. Romanian application's actually eventable now, of course. Would give us domination, so worth keeping an eye on that. We kind of want to try and sneak into Portugal and some other places. But NORAD's got to go to space or be held. With duck and cover gone, we could use the China card, which would be immensely greedy. We've not seen any 4-op cards yet from either side. Turn 2 could be rife with ops. Already 4 VP down thanks to duck and cover and Olympic Games, though. Let's see how they respond to Asia, because, of course, if they don't have Indo-Pakistani war, we can have a crack at... Well, that's a bonus, too, using it for influence. In which case, I think I like... Do I like a coup on Iran? Yeah, let's coup Iran with Formosa to deny the Milops. Oh, God. I am rolling much better than I have some previous games. That was a disgusting coup. So, if we accept that Asia is a little problematic, we could event NASA an event remaining in abdication, use containment to gain some dominations, AR6. Sending NORAD to space is attractive, though, of course, because it's the first crack at the 2VP space. Remaining application or NASA are both headlineable. I guess remaining application is more attractive with the lack of access. So maybe event NASA space NORAD, use containment, hold remaining application is another option. All depends if they get to space before us. With Indo-Pakistani war gone, the China card to flip Pakistan is possible too, but we then need to overprotect, of course. Can't quite deal with every region, but it's good to have a plan for each. Headlining remaining application next turn isn't unpleasant in the sense that they might not be expecting and they might be trying to get away with Europe scoring on the cheap. Right. We've got an opportunity to space NORAD. Let's do it. Still rolling high. That's what I get for being overexcited. So yeah, I like event NASA, containment, Syria, Portugal. Maybe. Oh, okay, right. Well, with Europe scoring gone, I dwelt on that too long. We will event NASA. And then with containment, I'll probably take South Korea. Although, no, maybe I'll go 1 Syria, 2 Korea. Because we want to be dominating the Middle East, I guess. Real shame about Europe. I wasn't going to start an ops war for domination there early on, I don't think. The risk under containment, of course, is if we go 2 Korea, 1 Syria, and they go 3 India, they're dominating. Yeah. They fail too. Well, that's a bonus. But we hope they won't see it. We hope they will respond somehow in the Middle East instead. So we'll be going into turn 2, even dominating the Middle East. If we can avoid domination in Asia, the scoreline won't be totally unflattering going into mid-war. But we're really hoping to see all the 4-op cards plus Decol and D-Style. If I could ask for a hand, how about 5 4-op cards plus the 2 most powerful USSR cards? That's not much to ask for. Well, I containmented at the right time, and they don't push for domination in Asia first, which is good for us too. Middle East scoring D-Style, and we can get away with any headline because we have defectors. So Middle East scoring is the headline, I think. Blockades, no, not what we're after. Yeah, and then we're going to have to fix Asia after getting a coup off, I guess. Yeah, Middle East scoring is fine here. No 4-op cards, though. Frustrating. And we're purged as well, just for good measure. So, we'll start with a coup on Panama. We want Milops. We want to deny them Milops. Only just get there, thanks to Purge. And we will blockade them so that they have to space Decol if they have it. And we will have to use D-Style if they don't play into Thailand right now. We'll have to use D-Style to Thailand. And then we'll split the difference and go 1 Angola, 1 Chile, just in case we don't get Decol. I kind of hate using D-Style on Africa when you hope you're going to get decol as well, but you can only hope you'll get decol, not no. So the key play here is, do they go into Thailand or not? And with 4 ops, I'd assume they are. Alas. So we will Romanian abdication into South Korea. They're only 2 ops away from redominating. Is that fine? Yeah, we want to take Korea. That's fine for now. Bit boring. Kind of works against D-style as well, because the Romanian abdication ops are the sweetest ones to use. Mm-hmm. Very obvious. Ugh, yeah, 5 VP. That's 5 VP really didn't want to give up. But we're not gonna do a lot under purge. Where are 4 ops coming from as well? Got to think about that. Iraq, Finland, Austria, and Poland are probably safest. So we want to blockade them. The question is if we want to hold defectors through the turn so it doesn't come back in the reshuffle, in which case we space EU, event blockade, event D-style, and we have 1 op with UN intervention, which beats 2 ops of intervention, and we get a crack at space. Yeah, let's do that. Hooray! Roscosmos! Do you have Asia scoring? Or do I still have time to dig out decol? So next up we'll event D-style. And we'll go Chile, Venezuela. Could go Panama as well. And Angola. They've got Asia scoring. That's to be expected. I think it's probably safer in inverted commas. Well, no. I mean, we can fight for Nigeria in due course. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will go Angola, Venezuela, Panama, Chile. Yep. Shame about Asia scoring. But we will event blockade AR6 after using UN intervention to also go into Zaire. Then if we can get to Algeria, we can always spear Nigeria, going into Saharan states and Cameroon. So the Asia scoring is unfortunate. That does put us further back. The extra 1 influence into Zaire. I mean, I might put it in Italy. The serious risk in Italy, of course, is that they've had all the 4-op cards, and another 4-op card, Marshall Plan or NATO, double tapping Italy and then hitting us with Truman would be disastrous. So rather than take a battleground, shoring up a key battleground, probably slightly better. So yeah, UN intervention, 1 Italy, event blockade. That will do. So going in 2 or 3 VP ahead with the reshuffle. Fidel's great, especially after having played into Panama. Boy, howdy. And they shored up Thailand against Decol. And took France and overprotected. That's fine. Suez is still to come, but unlikely to make a lot of difference. Right, we will overprotect Italy. I mean, taking battlegrounds is typically better, but losing a battleground to give someone else domination seems horrific. Although, you know, Brush War may still come along and do that for them, especially if they use Marshall Plan to take Greece. So we'll finish with eventing blockade. And they will ditch one of Comecon, Suez, Marshall, NATO, or 5-year plan. I'd expect to see Suez, although they overprotected France, which they're unlikely to do if they're holding it. But if we could deny them a 4-op card through blockade, that's also nice. Or not. Perhaps they've got 2 of them. Massive overprotect on France. Wow. Let's see if they pulled a boner. Unlikely. You're not using a 4-op card AR5, knowing blockade's still in the deck for AR6. Yes, decalled space is good though, and Suez was discarded. So getting decall back in the deck was worthwhile. Okay, got to deal with Asia. Especially as we've got Asia scoring, ye gods. Right, we got Marshall Plan though, so a fight for Europe domination is viable. Man, yeah. Shame we didn't get 5-year plan. Asia looks really attractive. So they got 5-year plan and captured Nazi, Arab-Israeli War, and the Cambridge 5. We got Marshall Plan, Truman, Korea, Comecon, reshuffle, Europe, Asia. So we finally saw a 4-op card, but we need to take Greece and Turkey before we use it. Uz, Japan, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's everything. So, Korean War or Comecon? Korean War for Milops and VP, I guess. Potential VP. Comecon's... Yeah, Comecon's just a 3-op card we can use to coup instead, so... And we do not want to use either of the 4-op cards here. Korean War's fine. Captured Nazi for a middle space. Nope. Oh well. So now we'll coup Algeria. Great. Still rolling 6s. Disgusting. Marshall Plan into Greece and Turkey. And then if we need to start an ops war, we can. Asia seems pretty unfixable. Could hold US Japan and use the China card to level up Asia, but that seems totally rank. Although giving away the points is also gross. Maybe they'll 5-year plan us and pull Asia. Wouldn't that be nice? winning an ops war in Europe is quite a distant dream, because they can put one into Canada and it's one op to neutralize, and they can take Benelux, Denmark. So yes, that's frustrating. May have to resign ourselves to 1 VP and giving up Asia VP, and instead using the ops for development in Zaire and the Americas, especially before we try and potentially get realigned out of South America. Well, we've got mill ops. That's nice 2 VP though. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I don't think ops warring for Europe's going to do the job, is it? Ugh, frustrating. But if we resign ourselves to Europe and Asia scoring, we can then push on. So let's see. Before Angola goes, do we use Truman Doctrine to take Zaire? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. In a way, I'm still kind of like to goad him into 5-year planning us. Get it away. If you were to pull Asia scoring, I would be most delighted. But yeah, Asia coming straight back is a real kick in the teeth. Also need to take Libya before Sadat comes out. So yeah, I think abandon the pipe dream in Europe and go Libya, shore up Venezuela and Panama. Here it comes. Always a turn late. Ah! Ugh. Last one. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Well, Hunter and Allende suddenly became a lot more attractive. Yeah, we'll drop Europe scoring. Oh, man. And we'll use Marshall Plan to shore up Panama and take Libya. Assuming we're going to get realigned out of Panama next, of course. So with Asia scoring, we're going to be going in about 8 VP behind where we want to be. Thankfully, set reasonably well in Africa, but South America is now an absolute war zone waiting to be exploited by one side or the other. Oh, great. Let's put another one in Panama for now, but also move into Iraq again. Totally giving up on Europe domination forever and ever. And have to go Asia scoring, then US Japan. Not going to give up a VP. I don't know. Like, there's part of me that wants to bluff. Like, if I go US Japan first and they 5-year plan me and pull Asia scoring, I would be tickled pink. I just don't think it's happening. So, yeah, AR6, 3 South Africa, 1 Panama. If we can set ourselves up in Central America and Africa, so much the better. Yeah, goodbye Europe forever. No scoring cards. Alright, that's just a nice brush war hunter target. Okay, well done. Imagine playing this and then the 5-year planning us to pull US Japan. Yeah, come on, we'll do it. If they do it, it's very well played by them. I just don't think they're 5-year planning us that often when there's not a lot to pull. And we've got the China card. It's not like Defcon Suicides on the cards. Yeah, going in several VP back. Hoping for some juicy Middle East scoring, some OPEX, and Africa domination. A lot of road to make up here. So you and I for SocGov, fair enough. South Africa. Oh, got South Africa first. Well done. So shore up Panama, and I suppose prevent them taking Saudi comfortably. So that's coming. So trying to fight for Israel is probably not great. Shore up Poland against Spaceman Pope. None of it feels great, huh? And we'll overprotect Angola against the flip. And they've got a 5-year plan to finish. And we are going in rather back. Well, another unproductive early war for me. Maybe it's me, hey? Maybe it's not the game. Still, hunters and ABMs will make the difference, I think. As they regularly do. Big one. Ah, on the third. Always on the third. No hunter. No ABM. Decal's nice. I think Decal's probably the headline to get to Nigeria, followed by a coup in Mexico, assuming they don't drop DEFCON. Always assuming. Giving us Vietnam Revolt, seeing Decal is great, though. That leaves them at a quandary. But they just go for a big coup. So we can flip Thailand. Which we'll do immediately. And we will... Oh, sorry. We'll also take Laos with Southeast Asia scoring to come. We've got South African unrest, so we don't need to worry too much about Angola just yet. That's fine. So grain sales took Vietnam revolt, decoal dropped. And now I've handed over the China card. Salt. Alliance. Alliance, we want to play ASAP for 1 VP. South African unrest. And EU. Lads. So the Americas now looks pretty crap, and Cuban Missile Crisis works great for them, so that's disappointing too. Oh! I didn't play into Nigeria the second time I decalled? What an absolute twat. That's what happens when the undo step takes you further back. I suppose if I play into Nigeria, I get realigned out of Angola. I can't do everything. Oh, forget it. Ye gods. Really need to insert my brain sometimes. Need to remember before the end of the turn to put one more in Thailand as well. Ooh, that's big. Big game. We will respond. We at least gained an operation points advantage there. For a little while. But I think, sadly, a coup on Botswana might be incoming and no 4-up cards still. Where's this? I got 2 last turn. Don't be greedy. Uh-huh. Alright, let's go for it while it's 1 VP and I get my mill ops. Please be a 6. I really need... Well, 5 or a 6. Way! Oh, man. Cooing is on point today. Realigns are very much my enemy. So, next up, we'll be realigning South Africa. We can use Shuttle Dip as long as we keep a watch on Battlegrounds. Obviously, we're well ahead at the moment, but Sadat flipping changes the maths immediately. There's nothing worth salting yet. Okay, 2-up coup is not big enough. So let's go East European unrest first. Good start. More, please. More, please. Yeah. That's great. Whew. Realigns are back on side. So end of turn cleanup one in Thailand, probably one in Indonesia as well. It's a point for Southeast Asia scoring. It balances Asia a little more. Okay, yeah, looking at it's not a bad move here. So we don't want to see Middle East scoring, Africa scoring, Southeast Asia or OPEC. Or Lone Gunman. If those are the 5 cards, Middle East, Muslim Rev, Summit. Okay. Shame about Middle East scoring. With Middle East scoring gone, shuttle diplomacy becomes less playable, of course, because Asia scoring might be next out. So we finished taking South Africa, take Indonesia. So yeah, Junta's still kind of a clutch card. But I'm definitely the underdog again here. And OPEC space as well. So all of our VP making opportunities going down the toilet. And they're headline peaking now. Salting OPEC's not the most attractive thing in the world. Space shuttle dip. Fails. Okay. So we're going to be being peeked at throughout the rest of the game as well. What a delight. One in Thailand. Must remember. We'll hold salt. OPEC's not saltable, but something else might be. ABM treaty and the like. But yeah, big dog here now. I mean, having just lost several points through OPEC and so Israel, 2 from the UK, 1 from France. Not going to be fighting for France anytime soon. The other one influence will probably just pop in North Korea now they've got the China card. Where did Suez go? Israel. Yeah, back in Israel. Malaysia and the Philippines. Stuff like okay, that's fine. Right, defectors, gain of EP, and we'll go Thailand, North Korea. Well, a nice big juicy coup in Africa for presenceless domination is the sort of thing that will get us back in this game. But the door is closing. And there's Sadat. Just on time. But with Middle East scoring gone and OPEC gone, right, we've got Purge, which is nice. Shay doesn't have any targets. Indo-Pakistani war is good for us. I think we want to go Indo-Pakistani war. We get Milops if they drop DEFCON, and we keep a big card for a coup. And Allende is nice in our hand as well. But let's go into Pakistani war first. It's not giving up a lot of headline peaking information compared to others. Missile envy's gone. Don't need to worry about it getting snagged off us. Space Bear Trap. Nixon's playable right now. Rather give up 2 VPs and give the China card back. Special relationship's great right now, of course, and NATO's not in play anyway. And of course they've got ABM, so there goes Thailand again. Come on, India. Yay! Quid pro quo, Clarice. Shay and Puppet Governments is our hand. Puppet Governments to space hold bear trap, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so Zaire coup needs to be 3 or more, please. Is that good? Maybe Mexico's better. Although we don't have access to Cuba. No liberation theology. But we're already dominating Africa and we're not in America. So I think, yeah, maybe Mexico's better. Well, when you roll a 4, it is. So I like special relationship Guatemala and Zimbabwe. Oh, no, wait, because then if they coup 1, I can't use Che twice, can I? Ugh. Maybe I go... Yes, Oppo also agrees it is a ludicrous coup-heavy game. Great to dodge CIA. And the 1-op goes in Egypt. That's understandable. So yeah, use special relationship before... I think... Are they likely to give us... No, I think we just take Costa Rica now. It sets them up for spending a lot of influence trying to realign Mexico, which may come to nothing, and it shores up against brush war. Next up will be Allende, special relationship, Nixon, space, puppet governments, hold bear trap, which means using salt for ops, which always feels a little disappointing. And I guess we're hoping for liberation theology next turn to get back into Cuba. Also a reason not to salt, of course, is that they might have lone gunmen. Just go straight Cuba. Yeah, with Fidel gone, that's not bad. But that's good for us in the way of slowing down their tempo. We'll event Allende, and if they've got Voice of America, good for them. But then next up is special relationship if they don't. But we definitely go 3 Chile, 1 Argentina in case they delay Voice of America and really hit us. Well, at least the remaining scoring cards in the deck are now tilted slightly in our favour. Slightly / heavily, depending on the region. Apart from Southeast Asia, thanks to Thailand getting flipped again. Ooh, CRG, very nice. I think we overprotect Angola and pop 1 in Chile. It means we're going to end up eating a hell of a scoring card in Southeast Asia scoring. But the alternative is less palatable. If they take Laos and Indonesia, we kind of want to take Burma to shore up. Okay, well, they sort that access thing. So actually, we'll probably just retake. Landed. Trade 2 VP for 2 VP here with the China card. Space puppet governments. And then I think we want to go 2 Argentina, 1 Panama. And Nigeria is a fairly juicy target next turn. Oh, Africa for Dom. Oh. What's their last card if they're ditching it for domination now? Oh, Central America, presumably. It's got to be Central America. It's got to be another scoring card. And it's probably got to be an unfavorable one. So what if we were to do that and make them have it? Well, that's at AR5. The hell is going on? No, let's do this and make them have it. Yeah, why not? I don't know what's right there. I'm just really bamboozled by them playing Africa scoring so soon. It makes me feel like all they have is scoring cards left. But AR7 will space puppet governments, and maybe I'll look like a complete idiot. I either look like a genius here when they play Central America and South America scoring, or I look like a total FUD. So, and I'm happy looking either way. An idiot it is. And I fail at space, so the headline peaking continues. Oh well. What an absolute mug, eh? Yusuri is currently a disaster card for me in Asia. Hunt is going to be just absolutely massive, however it lands. I haven't seen Brush War either. Ooh, the turn 6 deck is getting stacked. I was wrong, but I got Hunter, so and Brush War, so there you go. You can be wrong and lucky. So we definitely start with Hunter. And even if they cube Missile Crisis, we've got the things we can do. Yeah. Take a look at my Hunter. Oh yes, John Paul. Quagmire. Quagmire's nice in case they do something like Nuclear Subs or Cuban Missile Crisis. And Warsaw Packs back. Miss Sev is gone. Absolutely not track these cards properly. They all look like they're still in the deck, yeah. So we will go to Argentina, and if they don't drop DEFCON, coup Venezuela. Mm. Very well. So, want to be causing trouble, but we go to Argentina, coup Venezuela. Yeah, we're not doing realigns, are we? Ugh. That was less good than we hoped. 50-50 brush war on Thailand. Dam and blast. Even another pip there makes a hell of a difference. All right, with Angola the way it is, I think what's good is probably one in Colombia to threaten Venezuela, because then they can't coup. And we're holding OAS, which means we have to use John Paul to space Bear Trap. So another one in Poland at some point. Well, though, let's go. If we go one Saharan states, we can use Warsaw Pact to flip Nigeria, and that keeps pressure up. Although it's a region that's scored. I think the one Colombia is right, for sure. Just where the other one goes. Overprotect Panama. So they have to play into Venezuela now. Which is one AR they failed to coup. Yep, with one small step. Hmm. Do we Quagmire them? We have to at some point. The 50-50 brush war on Thailand is very attractive because that actually converts domination for us, and obviously not having the China card and Yasuri being still in the offing are worrisome. And it gives us mill-ops. All right, let's do Thailand and please be 4, 5, or 6. Yes! Oh my goodness. Whew. So now they may coup Argentina. Or they may coup Panama or Mexico if they have Central America scoring but not South America scoring. So some amount of shoring up of Argentina is probably likely to come now. Yeah. Big shoring up, in fact. Take another one. So Flower Power still in the deck. Oh, using the China card. That's great for us because it oh boy, what a time to roll a 1. So, in anticipation of John Paul, we're now not going to quagmire them. Put 2 in Argentina and 1 in Poland, ready for John Paul. Yeah, afraid so. Right, so no quag. Got the China card back. Obviously, he might have Usuri just to take it straight back again. But 5, 6, 7 is Space Bear Trap, Event and Repair John Paul, and use Willy Brandt for ops somewhere, somehow. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. So we will Event and Repair John Paul immediately. Brush on Thailand's big for Southeast Asia scoring as well. If we can pull off Central America and Southeast Asia scoring, things are incrementally ratcheting up. Yasuri, Arsenal, Voice of America are still the danger cards for America, but we've got Lone Gunman, Liberation Theology, Brezhnev, Cult Rev, Flower Power, and We Will Bury You. Yep, has a go on Angola. We will overprotect Angola. They'll have another go. Angola. An AR7 Space Bear Trap. Next turn, Liberation Theology in the headline for a presence-less domination of Central America would be attractive. It's within the realm of interest. How I learned. Going to keep cracking away. So many ones. Oh, good. Got one off. They'll have one more crack on Angola, I suspect. Yeah. I mean, we really hope here for Southeast Asia or Central America scoring. If they take a turn off cooing, it's even better for us. No. Alas. There it is. Oh man, Asia scoring has come back at a glorious time. So let's work out exactly what they have first. They've got Southeast Asia and Central America scoring. We have Arms Race and Usuri. They've got us not. No! And Lone Gunman. Oh my god. What a time to have us not, you lucky sod. Okay, right. We got Brezhnev and Libthy. So Libthy becomes completely worthless, and they've got Voice of America as well. Sheesh. So OAS Arms Race, Usuri, We Will Bury You, Brezhnev, Liberation Theology. Yeah. And they've got Southeast Asia, Central America, Arsenal, Lone Gunman, Flower Power, Voice of America, and Camp David. At least they're not getting the China card back. And then we pull Defectors, East European Unrest, and Asia scoring from the reshuffle. Okay, so knowing that they have Arsenal, that cheats us out of 7 VP. We will bury you to drop DEFCON, and if they don't have, I think that's less attractive Because if we coup, we've got arms race for Milops, and we can sort out Africa a bit. So, is the headline Brezhnev? 1, 2, 3. No. Yes, because then we could space OAS. What are they likely to headline if not? They could headline Voice of America, which we then get a turn to repair. But then we can get a coup on Nigeria safely. So let's do Brezhnev. They don't know we've got Asia scoring back in hand because that's been reshuffled. I expect just to see Ars not. It could be Voice of America. It could certainly be Voice of America, but it gives us maximum time to respond. So I expect to see Ars not. Man, pitching 7 VP to us is... And Lone Gunman. I mean, that's literally about as good a Ars not as you can possibly get. So if they don't Voice America, we will go, we will bury you AR1, Arms Race AR2, Asia scoring AR3, and then play through the rest, spacing OAS. Okay, leads with Voice America. So what do we like here? We only get one coup, and it could be the Middle East, Africa, or South America. With Camp David, cooing Egypt isn't a cert. So I think I like cooing Nigeria. It's big. Camp David Accords is now their hold card, and we don't know 2 of them, but we're going to see Arsenal at some point shortly. But we do want to take South Korea back. So let's hope they're not going to use a 4-up card on it right now. They could use Flower Power. Ugh. But they'd have to know we're holding Asia scoring, and it's just been reshuffled. It just seems distinctly implausible. And he's going to do it. Well, once again, I look like a total idiot, don't I? Unbelievable. We'll go arms race. Cash some chips. Oh, man. Very galling. I mean, maybe I was greedy having seen the VOA, but it takes a kind of soul read to know that you've got to deal with Asia then and there. Can still use the China card, but we might leave ourselves DEFCON exposed. Here it comes, at last. Arsenal goes, Lone Gunman, Central America, Southeast Asia, and what else? And Europe, okay. Sheesh. I mean, yeah, with VPs out, let's push for war games / See if you've got another 4-op card. NATO, nucleus. There's lots of 4-op cards. But we'll jam it. We're going to have to push for war games over VP or DEFCON. Over DEFCON or final scoring, sorry. So a chance to crack Asia should probably be taken. And if we're lucky, they got Africa scoring in the reshuffle. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Result. Bank Asia scoring now. 5 VP. Okay, so now we have to try and win via war games. Literally war games. Or Africa scoring, I suppose. Could come to help. Space OAS. Can do some shenanigans with Libthi, I suppose. East European has to be this turn before late war becomes problematic. I think I'll probably use Liberation Theology and Defectors to take Iraq and Saudi. OPEC's back in the reshuffle. We can but hope. But we're likely to lose in final scoring, so no lone gunman, final scoring, it's just all... Relying on war games makes me feel queasy. Lads, lads, lads. The other one went in Libya. Yep, okay. Fine. Oh man, if we get final scoring and lose, the discard of the 7 VP is huge. And me giving up Asia domination in the start of the game twice. So, oh boy. We'll keep jamming away. Make use of 4-op cards to take Israel. Oh, thank you so much. Space OS. Still headline peaking. If we get dealt CIA, we are boned. Really, really desperate to see war games, of course. Really desperate. Or a coup on South America and South America scoring. Getting over the top is going to be very tricky. A coup on Libya or Egypt might do it. Sorting. Almost certainly Voice of America, right? Yeah. War games, please. No. South America scoring could go for us. 18 VP. So Pershing, and then we have no other. Oh, that's the US gains VP. DEFCON is 5, isn't it? Blimey. Oh dear. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yep. Okay. So what's the headline? Pershing for a VP. Maybe because it's literally the only card we can play. And we're looking for exchange of firepower in South America to get over the top. But with DEFCON at 5, this is not good at all. Well, at least DEFCON's not a major concern. So I'd rather you not VOA South America, and we'll see how we do. Get adjacency away? Yeah. I mean, South America is the obvious place to go because it's an unscored region, Middle East or South America. Ugh, any amount of VPA. Okay. I'm not so worried about the Asia thing. One VP. My kingdom for a VP. Okay. And I suppose the Iron Lady cooing Venezuela is best, because we give up a VP, but gain domination. Alright, flub the coup on South America. Flub the coup. End it here. Time for a 1. Or miss a space roll. That would be fine too. Influence. We did it. Whew. That's my first win since time immemorial. Great. Nice to book a win. Thank you for coming by and watching. Let's see if the rest of the year pans out all right. Obviously, this year's been a disaster for ITSL since August. Worst record ever. Uh, uh, But I'm no expert. All right. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, having been on hiatus for one reason or another, I'm back at it really. So I'm trying to schedule a game. I think I've got another one early this week, at least one the week after. Team Fruitlinger will be playing in March. We were hoping to get one in February, but Fruit Strike's travelling, and our opponents, Justin and Moops, have got some work going on. But we'll sort it out, and it'll happen. Fruitlinger is definitely my favourite format, so more of that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Nice to book a win. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Well, we'll chat here for a bit longer, but I won't make you watch it. Comments welcome, because I don't think that was played the best I could play. But I definitely got lucky towards the end and snagged it when I could. So, phew, nice to book a win. And thanks a lot. See you again soon. Bye for now.